You know what? We're talking about Star Wars! Yeah!
They're just about as excited as he is, but not quite. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. EA had their EA Play, their outside E3 conference in LA at the Hollywood Palladium this past Friday. Other companies are doing this as well, outside of E3, and some aren't like showing up, like Sony isn't showing up at all this year, and Nintendo has their own Nintendo Direct. But they showcased all the games that they wanted you to see, and just in general what they're up to. And these are just my thoughts on each of the games. I'm coming from a standpoint of not really caring about EA games a whole lot. I haven't played any. I was looking back at my library for any like real amount of time for just years. There's a couple like good ones like Titanfall 2. And the other one, I played that a little bit though, not much, just to check it out. Wasn't a big fan. And then also Army of Two is another one. Unravel. They have like studios that they support as well, but it's like the last game that I spent time with. It's a Plant vs. Zombie series with Garden Warfare, like on the Xbox 360, and then more so than that though, the Plants vs. Zombies 2 was actually the last game only on smartphones, and it's an example of what happens to a lot of these game developers. PopCap originally owned Plants vs. Zombies. I played that one as well, like way back on the PC. But with the second one, I actually liked it early on. I mean, they do a good job supporting the games. It's just the way that they do it. And it's the only one where I spent money actually on buying plants, which is a bit nonsensical because they're just overpowered from the original. So, I mean, you're essentially spending money. And you have this, this is before it was a little bit common knowledge that it's just a scam with these games. But it just got worse and worse. You could upgrade, you could level up your plants and all that. And, EA took over and basically ruined the game to the point where it's not fun to play. But like early on, like there's that mix of where they supported it, adding worlds, adding a survival mode to it, but then those things where you can level up your plants, you can buy and all that, just makes it pointless to get better at a plant. You basically just pick what you like and then spend the money, sort of a thing. And this is, biggest gripe with a lot of their games is they're not genuinely looking at making a great game. First off, we had Star Wars Fallen Order. Graphically, as always, all these games look great. The character model is a little odd. This kind of boy face, man body, a little strange. Kind of trying to look like Hayden Christensen. That's sort of part of it. But you recognize the guy from Rogue One. They're using reborrowing some of the actors that they had from before. Mechanics-wise, it's third person. There's climbing, exploration. Appears to be, much more linear, but you have like the expansive vistas where I'm suspicious of how far you can actually travel. Combat, there's this like little orange reticle that you see to target the enemy. It's looked pretty good, actually. I thought like the different mechanics, you can slow down time, the different force powers, force push, pull, and just blocking shots with your lightsaber. Here's a climbing example. You think of Assassin's Creed. I feel like I'm always bringing that up because like climbing buildings or vines is just so common in games nowadays. But this last example here you see of him slowing down time, stopping the bolt. They're trying to, the Kylo Ren, they're obviously borrowing from there. And then you can do creative things. Like I can like pull them and push them into the bolt. So this looks good. It's also on Game Pass as well. So we have to be checking this out. From there, though, it's the stuff I just can't stand. The skins. And these are games that are already out. There's nothing to pull me in as a potential customer. They spent a lot of time, though, with skins. The new character that they added to this is pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of Overwatch, adding characters over time. But, you know, it's like Blackout. And there's this kind of odd cosplay thing. I know it's in LA, but it's just talking about the community and you know, really catering to their fan base. Next game, Battlefield. Again, you know, a game that's already out. This one also, besides Star Wars, kind of interested me with the Iwo Jima map. I played the Pacific one again on the 360. It had a map where you have the boats, any of the aircraft carrier. You're kind of playing on an atoll or some islands. So I'd be curious to see what they do with that. They did a lot of research. They actually visited locations. I think they actually went to Iwo Jima to get an idea and to design the maps. Oh, we'll see. The next part of this was a little sad. Like, okay, where's Anthem? You know? And the guy just looks so sad and tired. They're trying to fix it, but you know, the fact that they didn't showcase anything, it's not looking good. They're trying to sweep this one under the cover. And they pass over it. They get into their sports games. Interestingly, the X-Force thing with Madden, the last football game I played was Tech Mobile. I looked at Madden early on. But this looks pretty cool if you're interested into sports and the players change over time. You know, they're actually talking about game mechanics and all that with those. Apart from that, they had FIFA, which is, you know, the same stuff, and then the last one was The Sims. They're doing like an island and a volcano, adding some things there. So again, all existing franchises, just Star Wars Fallen Order, that they're doing a single-player game. So begs the question, what is the point of having the conference if it's just like DLC that they're adding? Like, I don't know, that'd be worth money for them. They already have their fans. I mean, are they getting many more through having these test conferences? You know, like new players, because I have like zero interest. I have to be interested in these games to begin with, and if you are, you're looking into this stuff, you know, yourself anyway. EA does do a like originals program. Like I said, there's games like Unraveled, one where you're the yarn boy, Unravel, and you know, so they do have those. Fee is another one. I never played that, but you know, there's like basically no coverage that you see, and that is a new game. You know, for these new games that are coming out, so it's, yeah, you know, basically stuff you already know. You know, they talk about the community and all that that they're in contact with. So you know, regardless, they're going to know about like these games are coming out. So it felt a lot like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare, that they're trying to do, you know, what's familiar, what's already there, this kind of risk-averse thing, and this comes from their sports franchises, I suppose, that they've relied on those. I was looking up their most profitable game is, you know, FIFA 18. It's not any of these other games, not Star Wars, anything like that. But looking at Star Wars even too, like, I like the past ones that they weren't involved with Pandemic. They played those, so anyway, those are my thoughts on the game. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe if you really liked it, and I will see you next time.